What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Artist Anderson here. I hope y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are doing well. Listen, I had to go live for a second to talk about this subject about why people are single. And I want to talk about this and share my heart about it, share some thoughts I have about it, because I believe that people desire marriage. I believe that people desire companionship. I believe that many people want to be happily married and successfully married. And majority of people who desire that are not achieving that for a reason. And I think it's a bit disingenuous to not be honest about why, right? And I think a lot of times when we have this conversation, we try to throw a lot of our opinions in it, and we try to throw a lot of our personal biases in it. But I want to talk about it just from a practical place, right? I want to talk about it from a practical place as to why people are single. I think I put up a post about this too. That kind of prompted me to go live about this. But the thing is, before I get started, in the comment section, I want you to share why you believe people are single. Okay. I want you to share your humble opinion as to why you believe people are single. All right. When I put up the post, we had a lot of great responses, and but I think some of the responses, I think sometimes we can be disingenuous, right? I think one of the main things that people responded with was about not all great men and women are for you, and not all great men and women are compatible to you. And I agree with that 100%. I agree with that 100%. But the thing I responded with is this. So when people get with the wrong person, were they compatible then? When people end up with abusive significant others, were they compatible? The thing is, we have to start being honest about a few things. And my main thing is this: people pass up great men and people pass up great women who would make great spouses for very shallow reasons. I believe 100% that we have to start looking at marriage from a more mature place. And oftentimes, when people complain about the dating pool and people complain about what's going on in society, how men are this and women are that, it lacks accountability because it's in the game is on. So I'm gonna be looking up from time to time. So I like football. So, but I think we're lacking accountability when it comes to the choices we make, because people are dating and they're going on date after date after date, getting in relationship after relationship after relationship, breaking up after breakup after breakup after breakup, just to say men are this and women are that. But oftentimes, time and time again, you have overlooked and passed up a great man or a great woman to go after what you're attracted to, or to go after what you like, or to go after what's appealing to you, just to end up in the same place with a broken heart, frustrated, disappointed. And this is the whole point of what I'm saying. People pass up great women and great men, and that's why you're single. And I believe everybody wholeheartedly wants to be happily married and desire companionship. But we have to mature to a point where we realize that a lot of the stuff you're attracted to is shallow. Not all of it, but a lot of it. And so if the goal is to find companionship, and if the goal is to be married, oh, he's gone. Then sorry, I'm watching the game, y'all. then if that's the goal, then certain things should not be hindering you. People won't date a person if they're too short, too tall, too big, too small, don't make enough money, don't pay this, don't, if you don't do that, don't do, and it's keeping so many people single. People always ask, do you got some single friends? Do you got some no, we don't. Us married folk, we ain't got nobody for you because you're gonna find something wrong with them. We ain't got nothing for you, okay? Ask yourself this question. Matter of fact, one of the responses that I could think of when I put up that post about why people are single, I think one of the responses was, if I can remember correctly, um, um, great is subjective. Listen, I agree 100%. Great is subjective. But if your view of great, let me say it a better way. Here's what I define as great: honest, faithful, dependable, a provider, submissive, a leader, understanding, a communicator. There are many men and women out here who have all of these qualities and they get overlooked because of certain things that people don't find themselves attracted to. And here's my next point. What people are attracted to is oftentimes something that's not even organically what you're attracted to. You have been programmed to be attracted to certain things. You don't like what you like organically. You don't like Sprite just because it tastes good. You like Sprite because it's been pushed on you long enough, and when you started drinking it, you started to like it because it tastes good. But it's not organic. I don't have locks in my head because I organically just like locks. No, I saw some of my favorite rappers with it. I saw it became popular and women liked it, and so I tried it because of a whole bunch of shallow reasons. But I got a big head, and I've never been attractive with a low cut, so I've had hair my whole life. But I'm just being honest about the point. You don't wear wigs and weave and all that stuff because it's organic. No, you are programmed to do what you do. So many of us were programmed, and we are manipulated into liking and being attracted to what we're attracted to. So my point is, don't oversell yourself on what you claim to be attracted to or what appeals to you, because a lot of it is not organic. You've been conditioned to like what you like. So with that in mind, I'm asking a community of people who are single to say, okay, let me take the blinders off. Let me take the lens off and say, all right, even though this person might not be the height I like, or make the amount of money I like, or have the weight I like, or the breast I like, or the booty, can I subjectively and objectively, well, can I objectively look at certain people and say, you know what, let me give other people a shot. Now, side note, I don't believe in dating, but people are going to do it anyway. So if you're going to do something, let's do it in a healthy way. That's a whole nother lie. But the thing is that people are single for a reason. And a lot of things that are keeping people single are your single friends who are influencing you negatively, culture who is influencing you negatively. So one of the things I brought up in that post to one of my good friends, shout out, I ain't gonna say her name, but shout her out. We always have good dialogue. They said, what did they say? They mentioned that everybody's not for you, which I can agree to, right? They also said that if I can remember correctly, something to the effect of What if I don't just vibe with that person? Or what if, I'm just not attracted to that person? And I'm like, I'm never going to disagree with that. But here's what I responded with. People pass up on great people and then complain about men and women that they've been dating. And oftentimes you're dating the same type of person, even though they might be different in different ways. People pass up on great people and make babies with the wrong people all the time. So just for clarity, it's okay to try to pursue somebody you're attracted to, even though you're not compatible, but you're not willing to pursue somebody you're not attracted to who you might be compatible with. Or let me say it a different way. You're attracted to somebody and you find out you're not compatible and you stay anyway. But if somebody pursues you, you're not attracted to, off the rip, you say you're not compatible, so you let it go. And then you make babies with the wrong people. You have broken homes with the wrong people. So my thing is, if you're going to pass up on great people just to make broken homes and create broken children, what's the harm in going in dating somebody who has great qualities, who you might not be attracted to, who you might not, naturally click with at first, but give them get time to get to know them. Like, what's wrong with that? See, we don't want to deal with the real issues and realities of what's going on. And the dating pool the dating world that's going on in our culture, it's getting worse and worse and worse. But we don't want to attack the real issues head on. We would rather find reasons to disagree than to highlight good points that say, you know what, that might be true. That might be right. Single parents are often the result of a lack of compatibility. So if single parents are proof of incompatibility, there's something about the incompatible people that still has sex, still got it going on. They kept trying, kept making babies, even though they were bad for each other. But we don't want to try it with somebody who can be good for us, even though we're not too attracted to them, or even if we don't like certain things about them, or even if we don't like their height or their money or their like. This is an issue. This is a really big issue. So I'm not gonna be on long because the game is on. I'm gonna see the last quarter. Single people have to ask themselves some very big questions. Okay. Some very big questions. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry I didn't catch your question. Yes, I do have single friends. I am lying. Sorry about that. Why don't I believe in dating? Dating is not the most effective way to find a spouse. It's actually common sense and it's proven if we really look at it, because look at the proportion of which people go on dates, yet never find compatibility or companionship that end in happily ever after. Or look at how many dates it takes to find, like, it's just proven that it doesn't work. That's number one. Number two, I'm a firm believer, right, that when you look at the Bible, you don't see them dating. Now, let me just be the first to say, I'm not saying arranged marriages are the answer in today's time either. But what I am saying is this, whether you date or whether you do arranged marriages, here's the key. You need to have trusted leadership in your life that has your best interests at heart, that can guide you, direct you, that you can consult, so that Anybody you are interested in, you can vet them through your leaders or through your counselors or through the people you trust your life with. The issue with the dating world most of the time, and this is why I don't believe in dating, is people are dating in a very dangerous way. People are too secretive. You don't want anybody to know your business. You don't want anybody to know what you got going on. People get in relationships. You putting all your pictures on social media. Yet you getting beat over the head. You getting abused. Like, there's too much secrecy going on in the dating world to the point where people are dating and you don't want anybody in your business. And I don't believe that that is safe. I don't believe it's wise. And I don't believe in the dating concept in general. Now, I could keep going, but I don't want to belabor the point. I'll save that for another live. But there's so many issues when it comes to the dating world or dating in general. And so, oh man, more than one. I got her to get off in the fourth quarter. So hopefully this makes sense. So what we got to realize is if somebody wants to be happily married, there's a healthy road and process to it. This is why with my singles boot camp, right? You go to tryforeverlove.com. Just look at the website. It's on the banner going across the bottom. Tryforeverlove.com. If you this is why I run I do individual singles boot camps where I go specifically through the life of an individual and help them align their life to the point where they know what they need in a spouse, what they want in a spouse, how to vet a person so they can not waste time. That's what the singles boot camp is for. So if you go to tryforeverlove.com, you'll be able to see under the packages, right? You can do the singles boot camp. But the thing is, if because here's the thing, and I'm a broken record when I say this, no woman should date a man who doesn't have quality leadership in his life to guide him, direct him, that he is submitted to. Because a lot of the problem we have in our community is men who are not submitted to another man who can correct them, check them, teach them, train them, develop them. When a man lacks leadership, he is not fit to be a husband. Period. And fellas, when you hear me say that, please don't do that thing. Don't do that thing. When y'all hear me, please don't do the thing. You know what the thing is, right? I'm about to tell you. But what about her? But what about women? Don't do that. Don't be that guy right now. Okay. I'll talk about the women at some point, but the conversation right now is just going towards the male direction. All right. Don't be that guy. All right. What about what? Okay, we can talk about the women. We will another day. But dating is a dangerous playground in today's world because the average person is dating wrong and they're dating in an unsafe manner. And oftentimes people are not mature enough not to be guided by their flesh nature. They're not mature enough to see past looks and charisma and big booties and breasts and charm. Like, people are not mature enough to see past that stuff. And this is how people end up in abusive situations oftentimes. And one of the most dangerous things about our culture is when you try to tell somebody something ahead of time and they don't listen, and then they end up in a situation where now they got everybody worried about them, and now we got to put our life on hold to make sure you're good when we told you in the first place, don't do it. That's one of the most selfish things a person could ever do. You don't listen. People don't listen. You hard-headed. But that's another conversation. Man, he just dragging them. God, you got to love football, man. So women continue to overlook men who will be great for them, great husbands for them. Men continue to overlook great women that will be great wives. Too many good people end up in the friend zone. Too many great men and great women end up in the friend zone. And a lot of times, you know that this is going to be a great husband and wife because they stand by and watch you get your heart broken 9 times and still be there for you. but you steadily friend zoning her. Oh, she just a good friend for me. I love the fact that she's there for me. All right, penalty coming back. I don't see him like that. He just cool peoples. You best friend vibes. That's why you single. True story. True story. In one of my classes, uh, this is maybe a couple months ago. One of my relationship classes here in Vegas that I teach in person. A young lady was giving her story about her, her situation, whatever. And she began to talk about her best friend. Now, mind you, when she's sharing her thoughts about this best friend, right? In my mind, I'm starting to think like, man, this sounds like your husband. She started talking about his qualities and his character and how he was there for her and how he's this and how he's that. And so I asked her, I got a question. Oh, touchdown. Oh, he didn't get the other foot down. I asked her a question. I said, are you hearing what you're saying right now? She was like, yeah. Well, what do you mean? I said, you're describing and talking about your husband. She was like, nah, I don't see him like that. Okay, ma'am. Mind you, mind you, mind you, the guy she's describing who sounds like a husband, that that came after she described all the men that did her wrong. Now let me ask y'all a question. What happens when this guy do you wrong, that guy do you wrong, this girl do you wrong, this girl do you wrong, that guy do you wrong, and then all of a sudden you got this person in your life who has all the qualities and you overlook them? My question is, who do you think is the real problem? So we have to start being more accountable. Because here's the point. Don't say that it's piss in the dating pool. And don't say that men ain't this and women ain't that, when really you just have a propensity to be attracted to the wrong quality of men and women. We can always use scapegoats like, oh, we're not compatible. Ah, I'm not attracted to them. Ah, listen, I'm not downplaying attraction. I'm not saying attraction is a bad thing. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be attracted to your spouse, because you should. But also hear me saying, don't let attraction or the lack thereof be the reason you don't inquire when they have so many other great qualities. Because oftentimes attraction can grow. There are many people who started out attracted to their spouse and then down to their boyfriend, girlfriend, and got married and then was no longer attracted to them. And then there are people who had no real attraction, ended up together, and the attraction grew, and they live happily ever after. So ask yourself this question. What happens? What happens, right? What happens when you realize that, man, maybe the decisions that I'm making, the people that I'm attracted to, the things that draw me, maybe I'm the problem, and maybe I'm missing out on a great marriage opportunity, a great relationship opportunity, because I'm overlooking certain things. I'm looking past certain things, all because the culture has trained me and developed me and manipulated me and what's the word, and conditioned me to like certain things, be attracted to certain things. You don't drink the latest liquor because you want to drink the latest liquor. No. When the latest liquor comes out, they put a rapper or some type of popular person to promote it, and then they put it in the clubs, and then all of a sudden, because it costs so much, the guys they start buying it to show that they can afford it, and then the women start being attracted to it, and they start drinking it, and it become popular. Man, I knew I shouldn't have done that. Talking about fantasy football. How y'all feeling out there, man? Y'all got any questions? Ask me any questions y'all want before I hop off here. Man, I don't know why I did that. No, I think it's still a good decision. I'm not gonna trip on it. I think it's still a good decision. So all in all, we have to ask ourselves some very tough questions. You can't be tired of seeing people get abused in relationships or domestic, but you can't be tired of seeing all that. You can't be tired of seeing that stuff because we keep promoting the same foolishness, causing people to get into the same type of situations based off shallow things. So you can't be tired of people getting divorced. You can't be, because we would not still be promoting and encouraging some of the same foolishness we encourage with our friends and family. What I try to tell people is, listen, when you meet somebody, don't get enamored with how they look, what they got, what they drive, what they talk like, the charisma. No, no, no. The big booty, no, don't get no, no, no. You need to learn how to ask the right questions, but I'm not gonna give y'all that. Y'all got to pay for that. You have to go to tryforeverlove.com to get that. Join up, sign up for the singles boot camp. You can't get that for free. Okay. That take time. Okay. So the thing is, you have to go to my website. Just read the banner down bottom. Sign up for the singles boot camp so we can get you started. Because you want to get married, we gotta get you right the right way. So all in all, what we want to be able to do is understand this. Let's stop passing up great men and women with great qualities. I've been on for about 30 minutes. So I'm about to hop off. Let's start making better decisions. Let's not be disingenuous and let our opinions lead to disagreement, when the reality is, at the end of the day, people are single for a reason. And oftentimes they have to look, people have to, we all had to do it. I was single at once, I had to do it. What schools everybody else been having to do it? My wife had to do it. My clients had to do it. Everybody got to look in the mirror and say, man, why do I keep making the decisions I'm making that keeps me single? What's going on with my character, my mindset, my thought patterns, my behavior, my decisions? Why do I like what I like? Why am I attracted to what I'm attracted to? Why do I like toxic stuff? Why do I stay in toxic? Like, we all have to look in the mirror and ask ourselves, why am I single? And when I was single, I had to do the same thing. You need people in your life that's going to hold you accountable. You need people in your life that's going to hold you accountable to why you are the man you are and what you need to fix. You need women to hold you accountable to why you are the way you are as a woman and things you need to fix. Come on, stop him. Stop him. Come on, stop him. Come on. I needed him to kick a field goal. Fantasy football, man, I tell you, boy, it's a roller coaster. But listen, I'm out of here. Love y'all. TryForEverLove.com, TRY, 4, everlove.com. Listen, share this, comment, like, follow us on social media at TryForEverLove everywhere. Mike Hall, what's up? Appreciate you, Miss Q. Love y'all. See y'all soon.
Watch how we flipping it. Watch how we living it. Watch how we winning it. Watch. Yeah. Watch. Yeah. Watch. Yeah. Watch.